Well, my fellow agents, as all of you know by now, we are in the middle of a quintuple XP event currently going on in the game in conjunction with the Golden Bullet Global event, and it happens to be a really great time to farm. Therefore, as we roll into the weekend, I did want to highlight one of my go-to builds when this event is active, and for the record, every single build I'm going to be showing you during this event, it is completely and totally viable if you have nothing running whatsoever, but if you do have this thing turned on, it's absolutely f***ing lights out. So much damn fun. Now, as always, we're going to jump right into the details, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor and hit that like button. It truly helps the channel out, and if you want to stay up to speed on all things Division, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Now, starting with the specialization, I am using Gunner, and the main reason for that is because it does give me access to the Banshee Pulse, which I like to switch to here and there depending on what I'm doing in the game. You're also going to get some extra armor on kill, a rate of fire increase, a reload speed increase, things like that, and those come into play even more obviously when you do not have the event active. And always remember, regardless of the specialization you choose, have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting a 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you're using. Now, my primary for this build is the CHAMELEON assault rifle, and to be honest with you, it's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Now, St. Elmo's is really tough to put down, so is the capacitor, but as you can see, this does have the talent Adaptive Instincts. And with that talent, hitting 30 headshots grants 20% crit hit chance and 50% crit hit damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 65 body shots grants 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds as well. And hitting 20 leg shots is also going to grant 150% reload speed for that 45-second duration. And the good thing is you can have all three of those running at the same time. Now, when it comes to your secondary and sidearm, totally dealer's choice. It's up to you, my friends. Now, moving on to the gear itself, you can see I'm running 4 Negotiators, 1 Fenris, and the Coyote's Mask, which we're starting with. Now, this is one of those must-have exotics in the game. It has the Talon Pack Instincts. You and all your allies are going to gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. You can see the breakdown as this follows. So for me, as someone who typically plays on their own, I'm usually within that 0 to 15 meter range, which means I'm getting that extra 25% crit hit damage non-stop, and I will show you a numbers breakdown at the end. Moving on to the body armor, it is the one piece of Fenris. And as you can see, I'm using the talent Obliterate, where critical hits are going to increase weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 20 times. That now is going to take us to the holster, the knee pads, and the gloves and the backpack, which are the 4 pieces of Negotiators. You can see the 2-piece bonus is 15% crit hit chance, 3 pieces 20% crit hit damage, and 4 pieces hostile negotiations. Critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds, up to 3 marks total. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. And not only that, whenever a marked enemy dies, you're going to gain 2% crit hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until the combat ends. Now, because we are wearing a Negotiator's bag, we do have access to the Talent Critical Measures, which is going to increase hostile negotiations damage to additional marked enemies from 60% to 112%. And one thing you'll notice is on every single piece of gear, I am stacking crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. As far as my skills are concerned, I'm using the combination of the Banshee Pulse and the Crusader Shield just in case things get sideways, which can easily happen, you know, when you're running with the Golden Bullet active. Now, when we take a look at the numbers, I'm sitting at 52% crit hit chance. Remember, the max is 60 and 172.4 crit hit damage, and that's without any of the bonuses running. Now, those numbers are going to be dependent on not only the gear I have equipped, but having a Shade Watch of level 1000. Hope this helped you out, my friends, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel, so if you happen to have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please let me know in the comments section. The main goal is to help out as many people as we can. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage and commentary. However, as always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support. Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not address. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone. Alright, my fellow agents, I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. I need to make my commentary kind of quick because we're racing out the door. We got a lot of family shit to do today. You know, it's just one of those weekends. Also, I think I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I don't know, whatever, who cares? So, when it comes to the CHAMELEON, as I said a moment ago, you can have all 3 of these talents running at the same time, and when you aim down sights, you can see those hexagons, right? When they are orange, that is when they are starting to build those stacks, and when they're white, that's when they're active. So you can keep an eye on that, and in my opinion, the main one you want to focus on is that middle one, because that's hitting those body shots. And when you get those, you are getting that 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds. You're absolutely decimating everything left and right. Now remember, when it comes to this gear set, your goal is to mark different enemies, and then you're going to focus fire on one of them, and when you're doing that, the other ones are just going to magically disappear. It's a really badass gear set. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I got to run, my fellow agents. Once again, thank you for your incredible support. Let me know of any other questions you have, and I'll see you in the next one.
That can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
Backup request denied. Hostile assembling golden bullet.
Shit! Stay right there!
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep it from being able to transport those mortars loaded with the things to do.
Wait a minute.
Agent received a golden bullet.
Go on ahead back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache of chemical weapons and eliminated a stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.